I'm sitting on the phone with these guys just because of this platform. I'm talking to Teddy Dupay. He just called me sometime. What's up, young buck? And I'm like, damn, you used to be a god to me when I was young. Like,
Yeah.
I'm talking to Udonis Haslam the other day. Oh, he got the shirt. And so for me,
Haslam got the shirt?
Haslam got the shirt.
Oh, okay, I didn't see
Keon
that.
Doolin. Who else, man? Of course, Chucky Atkins, Marquise Daniels.
Yeah.
All of these guys. And I'm a hoop head. I watch all basketball, bro.
Yeah.
Like I watch women's basketball, middle school, high school.
We're not
like,
as mature as you, but that's
but
what's
I
up.
watch everything. Like it's a beautiful game. Like I just love the game of basketball. But anyways, so for me growing up, I idolized like the Teddy Dupays, the Keon Doolins, these guys, and now I'm sitting on the phone with these guys just because of this platform. I'm talking to Teddy Dupay. He just called me sometime. What's up, young buck? And I'm like, damn, you used to be a god to me when I was young. Like, I'm talking to Udonis Haslam the other day. Oh, he got the shirt. And so for me,
Haslam got the shirt?
Haslam got the shirt.
Oh, okay, I didn't see
Keon
that.
Doolin. Who else, man? Of course, Chucky Atkins, Marquise Daniels.
Yeah.
All of these guys. And now getting the young kids, the young kids involved too. Just seeing because Cornelius Ingram's son, CJ, he tapping in.
Who was that took the picture with Austin?
TJ Bannister.
Okay,
that's my cousin.
Yeah.
So TJ Bannister.
TJ got busy too now.
Yeah, oh no, TJ was the truth. TJ one of the best guards out of Florida.
I didn't know
he was just short. Yeah, that's my blood cousin, my dad and his dad.
Yeah.
So I grew up with him. So he from Duval. Well, we from Melbourne, and he moved to Duval in high school. So I'm originally from Melbourne, Florida.
Okay.
So I moved here in the 3rd grade.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you got a couple of guys with you on that platform.
Yeah.
So I'm making a guess here that you're not engineering each guy that y'all talk about each time.
No.
So has there been a guy that you guys have discussed, gave flowers to, that you didn't really know how busy he got in high school until you went through it?
That's a great question. Okay. What's the guy? Blizzard. Forgot his name. Chris just did him the other day.
Okay.
He went to I forgot his name, but I'm like I say, I'm a businessman first, bro. I'm 38. I ain't worked a job since I was 24. I was blessed with mentors to show me how to run business and structure teams and delegate. So I never do anything alone.
Yeah.
So with this platform, I started it alone, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna get other people because I want to share. Like once again, I just give value to the world. So I brought on Chris, one of my homies that I met in college. He like a basketball dictionary. He know every stat, what somebody scored in their 9th grade freshman year. Like he know all of that. And then I wanted to bring Jeremy Black.
Yeah.
Because I hold Jeremy to a high regard. Jeremy is like a Charlemagne to me. Like,
Black is great, man.
Black, he got that type of energy to him. And I just wanted to spice it up with him.
Energy.
Yeah, just that energy.
Flavor,
though
he
know the game, but he don't like know all these guys like I know it. But I just wanted to add that. So I'm a team builder. I like to build teams. So sometimes Chris will do a team or some players. I'm like, dang, I didn't even know who that was. So even like a Keon Doolin, like of course we know him, he came to the Magic and all that, but I didn't know he was going crazy at Dillard like that or at Missouri and just going crazy. So
y'all was talking about one time it was another dude from Miami they was talking about on there. I don't know if he Hispanic or he just real light skinned, but they was talking about he was going crazy. Yeah.
Jesus Verdejo, he played at the legendary Miami Christian.
There you go.
JJ Barrera, remember him?
Shaky Rodriguez guy?
Yeah, they had him. JJ Barrera played for the Dallas Mavericks. Y'all remember him?
Yeah.
That he was there. They came in here my 10th grade year and blew us out at Edgewater by like 30.
Oh, damn.
It was crazy. Yeah. They had the squad though. They had all those guys from Puerto Rico. We had him on the podcast. A crazy story. Man, we had John Atkins. Y'all remember John Atkins, the legendary Tallahassee Wildcats, one of the biggest AAU programs ever out of Florida. Them and I would say Lee Bulls. We had him. So yeah, bro, it's just building a lot of relationships, and it just go hand in hand. This platform is getting me more players.
Right.
You know,
Once
people.
it gets out there,
People
interested.
tapping in. Y'all remember Antonio Lawrence? ATM Jacksonville. Y'all remember him?
Not really Jacksonville.
Okay.
So I started coaching basketball here in Central Florida about 99.
Got
I
you.
was at Trinity Prep for 5 years.
That's what's up.
Then I was at Winter Park with Jeremiah Rivers.
Okay, yeah.
And then I was out at Oviedo for about 5 years.
They had some
Lake
great
Out,
teams.
Winter Springs.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I bounced around, but like mostly by now
The
it's just
Central
confined
Florida.
to the Central
Okay, so
Florida players.
Antonio Lawrence. All right, y'all know the story of like LeBron and Lenny Cook at the ABCD camp.
Yeah.
But Antonio Lawrence won MVP of that camp.
Oh, for real?
Yes. Like
the same camp that LeBron.
yes.
The
And everybody
lost-
talk about that.
the
You know
lost
that.
footnote
that back and
there.
forth.
Man, Antonio Lawrence, y'all ask, man, the man was the #1 player in the nation. But he from Duval, of course. He kind of, he got a story to tell. But man, he was crazy. They called him Baby Jordan at this time. They got a legendary game, Lee Bulls versus Team Fast Break. Y'all remember Fast Break?
Yeah.
Stoudemire and them.
Yeah.
They beat. He's probably 6'5". He guarded Stoudemire the whole game, and they beat Stoudemire and them. It was probably the best AAU game ever I've ever seen. Yeah, man,
That's what's up. Now, do y'all do you give a lot of flowers, and it's not a, like you say, it's not a debate show, it's not a podcast show.
I ain't debating
but do y'all ever do rankings or discuss who's the best or top 5 point guard or whatever it is? What have y'all talked about in that?
So
in
we
that
did
space?
We did a ranking of the top 20 players in Florida, I believe. Once.
In history?
Yup. High school.
Yeah.
No. Was it high school? Yeah, I think this all together. High school.
Just
this their
altogether,
career.
period, from
that
from
one went
Florida.
pretty viral because Vernon Maxwell reposted it.
Okay.
And he went.
I'm about to say, I'm sure he made the list.
Now,
Yeah.
no, he was
Yeah, he
a
made the list.
Gator. Where
he
did
was a
he
Gator.
play high school? Do you?
Buchholz.
Oh, so he's Gainesville guy for
He
life.
from Gainesville.
I
Yup.
gotcha. Okay.
So we made that. We made like who had the best high school career. Like those debate ones, like you get a lot of heat with that.
Because people
know?
want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah. So do you remember like some of the top 5 that was on that list?
Yeah, for sure. Of course, you got Vince, Mac.
Who
Amar,
I'm saying?
Stoudemire.
I'm saying, do you remember the actual rankings though?
No, I can pull it up, but
Okay,
I don't
okay,
remember.
okay,
but I want to say, I know Vince was
Vince
number
was in
1.
there.
Yeah, then I want to say T-Mac was 2.
Okay.
It's usually when we do those lists and have these debates, it's gonna be those 3: Vince, T-Mac, and Stoudemire.
Yeah.
But then the OGs, the people that they're gonna throw like Mitch Richmond in there,
Yeah.
Eddie Jones,
Yeah, I heard Mitch was like ridiculous.
Vernon. Vernon for sure. Vernon went on the podcast and they brought up our segment. Yeah, it was dope. That's how we got a lot of traction. And
Daryl Dawkins, if you're really.
Daryl Dawkins for sure.
Double D.
Vernon came on there and said he the best ever out of Florida. Him
Vernon
and Mitch.
Vernon said that?
Yeah,
do
y'all didn't see that clip. I'm gonna
regard-
have to show it.
Sure.
Do y'all regard like the Montverde IMG prep
No,
school
we
guys
ain't
different?
we ain't
you
counting
ain't
them.
counting them.
No, because
Okay,
they not from
okay.
Florida. You got to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
born
that's-
in
that's
Florida.
why- that's
I
why
don't
I
even
asked.
count Gilbert. Gilbert was born here, but people be trying to count him. Like, man, he ain't a Florida boy. He claimed the Valley. You know what I'm saying? He don't never say he from Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to play here. Like, you got to be bred Florida for real. You know what I mean?
Now it's Pink Nose. I think even because I be under the comments. There's one guy that I always talk about, and I can't let this show go without talking about him again. And that's my boy Keith Brumbaugh. Don't know him from.
Oh yeah,
Academy
we
Paint.
did one on him.
Y'all did one. I must have
you ain't
missed
seen
it
it?
because
Yeah.
I was
Find
under.
it, Bubba.
You were
So
saying
what you been
like
waiting years for?
Yeah,
you were
we
saying
did it.
who I need to get, and I put his name under there. But this was like months. And
We
months
didn't
ago.
do a podcast with him, but I did, my little
Yeah, that's what I'm
flower.
talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah, okay.
But once somebody on his family said they're gonna reach out, they're gonna show it to him and see if I can get him on.
So you haven't had any communication with Keith yet?
No,
He
man.
active on Facebook. He
is
real active.
Oh,
on
okay.
Facebook.
So I'm glad you told me
I
that.
tried to get him. I tried to get Keith on here, right?
Yeah,
And he hit me and was like, okay, so what would we be talking about?
yeah.
And I told him, I said, I want to do the podcast, but I want to talk about the trouble and shit.
Yeah,
I want
you
to
got
go
to.
through that.
You got to.
And he didn't want to do that.
Okay.
And I respect it, but it's like that's your story.
Yeah.
And the way that you still like getting kicked out of a D1 and then getting another D1 scholarship is nuts. Like you
Yeah.
gotta, how much talent you gotta have for that to happen.
Well,
Like
he
that.
just is like he just he just stands out as such an enigmatic story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of the ability, and then just not, getting anything to happen at the next level.
And then go to JUCO and be Wilt Chamberlain. Man, average
it's-
like 50, almost 50 a game. And JUCO, that's nuts.
Yeah,
He broke records
he
at
gonna do
W
it
break.
though. He gonna do it with y'all because whenever that timing right. Like I was just telling y'all about Antonio Lawrence, he don't talk to nobody. Like Teddy Dupay, think about it. You've never seen Teddy Dupay on that, but
nah.
he about to give me the interview. He was like, "I just love your energy,
Yeah.
the time right. I want to tell my story."
I remember the first time I saw Teddy Dupay, it was televised high school game.
Yeah.
And he was closing in on some scoring record or whatever.
Yup.
He's hitting threes. He's like blowing kisses to the crowd.
Man, Teddy, man.
It
You remember
was
Teddy?
ridiculous.
No, I know. I've seen him in the stat books and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
bro.
But I didn't get to see
I
him
was in
play.
middle school and like 5th, 6th grade type.
See,
around
I
there.
wouldn't.
It was crazy to
Yeah,
see.
bro.
Yeah.
And he had
So
on
he was
his,
a scorer, you know.
Oh, yeah, that was his
bro.
thing.
Florida
Yeah, he-
all-time leading scorer.
he was like, I mean, I this guy was better, but he was kind of like a white Chris Jackson.
Yeah. Well, that's a great one. That's a great. I like that. Yeah. Just like that. Yeah. I love that. I got to use that one.
Everything was like quick
Yes,
and compact, and the
yes,
shots just got fired up.
yes. I like
he
that.
also had a Gator running back, Ernest Graham, on his high school team.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know
I
if you
remember
remember
Ernest
Ernest Graham
Graham.
as a running back for
Yeah,
Gators.
man, Teddy,
I
my
think,
guy.
I think he also played the league a little bit. Ernest Graham did, I think, in football.
Football, yeah, he did. His son played linebacker there now.
Yep,
Okay,
Facts.
okay.
I love Teddy,
Legacy.
man. And like I say, this platform, this open doors to speak to these legends. Now, shoot, I talk to Teddy all the time now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Keon Doolin, that's my guy. When he was a Magic, I love Keon. And now, shoot, I talk to Keon probably once every other week.
I remember I first became aware of him when he was at Missouri.
Yeah, see,
And
I
then,
ain't know him then.
And then,
yeah.
but then the funny thing was, just like, then I heard, like, oh, he's from Florida. I'm like, so
Yeah.
why is he in Missouri? Like, what's going
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
Why did one of the Florida schools
Yeah.
get him?
Yep.
That's crazy. Anybody that
Did he,
now
now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did he have another Florida guy with him in Missouri?
Yeah, he did. It was on the same team. And
Uh,
I didn't know
you know
about
the
him.
name
I
or no?
forgot. People was telling me in the
Yeah, I
comments.
think it was a pair of them
when
from
he
Florida.
was good too. They was like, oh,
Yeah.
if you do Keon, you got to do this guy.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Dang, I
like
wish I
when
knew
you
the
think
name.
about Darius, you got to think about BJ.
yeah.
I always tell people that, like, BJ was, shoot.
Facts.
We
BJ
wouldn't
was
be.
tough, man.
Yeah, without BJ. We
BJ
lost.
was tough.
We lost on our senior year. The only game we lost. Well, we lost Sebastian and them too, but outside of that, because BJ didn't play, he had a baby that day, and we lost a DP first game of the season.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
Okay.
We used to tear their ass up though outside.
To my DP.
Yeah, I hate DP.
That was Jay Rich days.
Yeah.
yeah.
DP was our rival. I never liked them. Yeah.
That was another school though. They just always had a line of players.
Oh, yeah, they
Yeah,
kiss.
It's
yeah.
like-
They in a good area though.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
sure.
A lot of hoopers over that way. Is there anybody else y'all that's coming up that you're excited about that y'all going to cover? That you know for sure or
I'm excited about Ryan Moore and
okay,
Mark
Ryan
Borders.
Moore.
Yeah,
Ryan
yeah.
Moore, was he Overage or DP?
DP.
DP,
right?
He's the number one
Football
receiver.
and basketball.
Yeah.
He's
player.
the number one receiver in the nation, top 100 in basketball.
Where did he go to
He
college?
went to University of Miami
Okay.
football, and then he kind of got into some stuff, some
Yeah.
life story, life be lifing, as we say.
Now, when you have these guys on the podcast, do you kind of go down that path and discuss?
Oh yeah,
what-
we talking about
yeah,
all
what
that.
they
It
had?
don't make sense if we don't.
Yeah,
Because it's bigger than basketball. It's about the human. And that even with my sports agency, I say, it's what they say, more than the athlete, kind of like LeBron and
Yeah.
them say. So
Yeah.
for us, like, if you don't want to talk about that, I don't want to talk.
Facts.
Like how you just said, it's like, it don't make sense. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to just talk basketball. We talking life because it was an 8-year-old that hit me up in the DM, and he was like, oh, man, I love it. I didn't know about a lot of these guys think. I'm like, damn, we got people 8 years old, 8 years old, a hooper. And it remind me of me. Like I say, I've been watching basketball my whole life. And then if guys 58 years old, so for us, it's young, is some young kids watching. And so
Yeah.
we got to hear these stories. They got to hear it.
and that is the story though. If you have a guy who's like your top 10 in the country or this or that or doing all this stuff, and it's like, okay, what happened?
Yeah.
Where did this go off the path?
Man,
that-
we
that
had a
it was
great
tra-
conversation with
trajectory?
D. Watch yesterday. He opened up about why he didn't go to the league. And this is my first. I've been knowing Darius since I was in the 3rd grade. And he said this is my first time ever hearing him say this. We was talking about the Sebastian and Darius thing.
Yeah.
And Jeremy asked him, like, why you just ain't go out of high school like Sebastian after your freshman year when you was freshman of the year. And he said, man, hindsight, I ain't know how to play point guard. I ain't know how to come off screens. All I knew is to get buckets.
Right.
But he gave Sebastian some, the rivalry. This is my first time really hearing him give Sebastian love. But like as a point guard, Sebastian was way more cerebral than me. He coming off screens. He passing in the pocket. His cousin Stephon Marbury, so he know the NBA game better than me. For me, he was like, I ain't come off pick and roll till I got to overseas.
Yeah.
So it was deep, man. It was real deep.
Yeah. Did he talk about
The free throws?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah.
Yeah, we
all know
talked about that too.
But the Spurs and what seemed to be a disconnect with him and Pop. Did he go over that at all?
We have, me and him personally, but we
Oh.
ain't talking about that yesterday.
Okay.
We stayed in the pocket of, it just was organic. We stayed in Sebastian pocket a lot. We talked about the free throws, D3.
Okay.
And,
And transition to D3.
Yeah,
You know, because that the Sebastian thing was huge for this area,
that was
man.
huge.
Yeah.
It was humongous, man. It was just everybody talked about it. No matter what high school you went
Yup.
to, what area, town you was in. We was pro D-Wash, and it was he going up against this New York dude.
I remember the ESPN game, and I was at Lake Mary High School for something. I don't know if I was coaching a game or whatever, but they had a TV on, and like everybody was
that's
fixated
dope.
on that game. It's just like it's like they're from here.
Yeah.
Like, they're,
You know what I'm
That was
saying?
a great time,
it was
too,
a
man.
great
Yeah.
time,
Bro,
dog.
when we went to
Yeah.
New York, that was my first time in New York.
Oh,
Most
that's
of all
crazy.
us, it was cold. And we had all the Adidas stuff thanks to Darius. Like, man, we had 4 pairs of shoes, 5 jackets. We had 4 different jerseys. That was a time, man. Like
Yeah.
that was I always cherish those moments.
No, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And did you know it in the moment, or you grew to appreciate it like later in life?
Yeah, for sure. Later in life, but like we talked about this on the podcast. That's